3, 2, 1. You're on, Glenn. Glenn. Oi, Glenn!
Sorry. Good evening. Welcome to Sniffing Fair. And today we're going to talk about pornographic videos and movies in the school. And don't close in, please.
I'm sorry.
Okay, in the school. And should it be banned or legalized? Those questions and more will be answered in our next report that's coming up now. Take it away. And the reporter is Jimmy Bogeye. Yes?
We've lost the tape.
What was that?
We've lost the tape.
Right, okay, I'm afraid due to technical idiots, we have lost the tape. So we're going to have to go on to the next story, which is done by Snitty Snocknoll, and it is about comics. Illegal comics in the school, and with an addiction to comics can be fatal to your health. The reporter is, as I said, Jimmy Shungandunga, whatever his name was, and we'll now cross to that report right now. And pause the thing, please.
Number of kids today are reading and sniffing comics, and legal comics they have bought at school. Here is one such case. Jimmy Bogeye, who was an ex-reporter for State Affair, but now has gone on to cold turkey. But here we have him in his home, and this happened a month later. Tell me, Jimmy, how did your addiction start?
Well, I started on X-Men's, and then it got really hard to handle, so I went on to Spider-Man's, but it was $1.45 a day, and it was too hard, and then I had to go and beat up old ladies and
how did you get the money?
And I'd come up to the little kid and I'd say, "Give me your money, you bastard, or I'll punch your face in."
Right, okay, I'll see it's a very emotional state for you. Okay, thank you.
Okay, here we have Professor Nosedick here, and he has been researching this problem for many years now. Could you tell us a bit about this, Professor Nosedick?
Well, I have seen cases of people or drug comic addiction people, and you can bring the mic over if you want to there, and they have, I know one kid, his name was Jimmy Smith, and he started on reading Superman, and then one day he got this, he just started mixing, like they call them design your own comics, right, and he just started mixing his comics, and he got an illegal import from England called Buster, and then he just went out of it, and like he was there in days going and saying silly pommy jokes for the rest of his life. And I must say to you, whatever you do, don't sniff comics, okay, or read them. They are bad for you, and that's all I have to say. But one thing I don't know what to say.
Thank you, Mr. Nosedick. We really appreciate this.
Story there by me, and with the help from certain Anthony Mongaretto. Okay, that was all about comic addiction, and now to another addiction. This is pornographic movies. As I said, couldn't find the tape, but we now have found it. And it's about pornographic material in the schoolyard and on the street. Your reporter, Zenon Bogey Boy, and also Richard Cranium. Thank you.
Right now we are talking to people on the streets on their views on pornographic material in the schools. This looks like a nice young lady here. Excuse me, miss.
Yes, what's that?
I'm from State Affair. I'd just like... Yes. I'd just like to ask you, what do you think about pornographic material in the schools?
Pornographic material in the schools? Don't you come talking to me about that rubbish. Rubbish, I tell you. Young juveniles about that size are coming to school and watching them. The teachers are putting them on. I tell you that right now. I've seen it. I've been here. I've fronted up a women's committee to ban these things in the school. Teachers, hippie teachers, I tell you, hippie teachers, go in there I just said, put these on, and they do. And they watch them. And they go home to their parents, mothers and fathers and little sisters, and open up and tell them all about it. Tell them why don't you? It's a private thing, I tell you. Not to go yelling it out to the whole world, telling all these things. I just happen to have here some of the material I found that they have been watching. Donald Duck. Look at this hole, Donald Duck. Look, he's got no pants. They show this at school. They got rated G on it. More like rated Grotty. I am shocked. I got this one here. Disney's best. Fabulous 50s. I am appalled. Appalled, I tell you. And Joe's going to hear about this. And Joe will strike you down, because God will come down on the seventh day and strike you down.
Thank you, Miss.
Joe helped us out of the electrical strike. Slow, I get slow. And the pumpkins.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you, Miss.
Oh.
That was a view on pornographic material in the street. In the school.
Don't you stop talking about me about that. I am shocked at it.
And right now we are going to go
What?
over to... Oh, thank you, Miss.
Oh, thank you,
Yes. Right now we are going to go over to a professor on his views on pornographic...
Professors, don't you talk to me about professors. They started a lot. They did the pornography movies in the first place. I am shocked.
On their views
Yes.
on pornographic material in the schools.
Pornographic movies. Don't you go talking to me about
Thank you, Miss. Thank you. We are now going to go...
Here we are at Jason Cook University for criminally and stupid people, and this is Professor of Psychology, Dr. Finger Up the Nurse School, and tell us about your thoughts on pornographic literature, please.
I think it is disgusting. Parents bring their children to me and they say that they have been watching this garbage in the schools. They say Donald Duck and Pluto, these animals with no clothes on. I mean, they have a fur or a feather, but so do we, but we wear clothes. I think it is totally disgusting. And it's not just these videos. I mean, like there's these books. I have one here. This one right here. Garfield. Look at it. It is disgusting. He has no clothes on. Look. See? Nothing. There's pin-ups. Children hang these in their rooms of things with nothing on.
And can you buy these freely at the school?
Yes. They sell them freely anywhere. Snoopy. I mean, you have a couple of decent people with their clothes on. Then you see this rotten little dog with none at all. He ruins the whole thing. And crazy. Trees with no clothes on. Now, I think that is going too far. I mean, fish with no clothes on. It's unbelievable.
Professor, seeing that you're disturbed at this, could you please tell us that literature that you approve, which should be taught in schools?
Well, that's another story. These, for example, these Batman comics, they show people with full clothing, full covered clothes, covering every part of his body. He wears these tights. I think they are brilliant. Everybody should wear them. They cover your whole body. You see his face. That is allowable. You see...
And violent.
And, full of violence. That is what we want. Not the sex. It's too bad. And records. There is good records. I reckon the children should be listening to these.
What is the title of that, please?
Prince and the Revolution.
Yeah, but what is the title of the song?
Another Lover. I mean...
No, can you read it? It says, another lover like a hole in your head.
Another Lover, hole in your head.
Oh, right.
It sounds violent.
And that's what we like, isn't it?
Yes, violence, that is correct. You are gathering.
Gathering?
Gathering. Robert Palmer.
But
These girls, they have clothes on. They're not ducks, are they? No?
Professor, you're losing your glasses. That's natural. But before we go, can you just give us a few words from that brilliant book that you have there, Picture Literature there? What is it called?
It's called Bachelor Boys, from that television show, The Young Ones.
Yes, and do you recommend that show, do you?
Well, the actual show itself is okay, but some of the words, I have some examples here. Poo-hole. What is this? Gaffly pants, toilet trousers. Oh, excuse me.
You can't read that, you can't.
Yes, that is correct. Farty breath, nose pick brain, snot face, pizza face, ugly face, stupid ugly bastard face fascist. I'll keep going. Jumbo jobby, bloody heck utter bastard, bum white, hippie pants, streaky pants, Thatcher. That is disgusting. I'd just like to say this final word. If you find any of your children reading, watching or listening to any pornographic material, hanging pictures of Garfield, for example, in their room with no clothes on, bring them to me. I can help you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Finger Up the Noski.
We are here now at the staff room door of the school of Jason Xavier's School for Not So Gifted Children. I will just try and get an interview with a teacher on pornographic material.
Yeah, that's a good one, Jack.
Excuse me. So I'm from State Affair. I'd just like to speak to you about some pornographic material. Get away from the camera. And you showing this stuff on television. And
Get lost right now.
And
Okay, get away from me. Go on, you bastard.
okay. After some gentle persuasion and a couple of £100, we got this teacher from the school we were just at to talk to us on how he shows his children in his class pornographic material.
Yes, well, I don't actually do it. I mean, I don't actually show it. Like we didn't really do any harm. We just got it, and I think it's okay. You know, like we just went to the shop, and they lent it to us, right? Like, so it's not our fault, right? Like, cause we just want to show kids something different. Like they're boring. Like we show them stuff like Flash Gordon and all that, and they're just bored. They're bored. So we have to show them something entertaining, like Bambi, and that, and then the ladies come and ring up with the parents. Like, what are we meant to do?
And what do you say to these parents when they complain?
I just tell them to nick off. I said it in some dirty words, but I don't tell them to swear on this TV because
And do you consider that as pornographic?
What?
You're swearing to the
No.
parents.
No.
Would they not take it as pornographic? You swearing at them? They rang up and complained that you were showing their children pornographic material, and then you swear at them? You try and tell them that
What?
you do not, and by swearing at
Are
them...
you implying that I swear at kids?
No, you said you sweared at the adults who complained that you were showing them pornographic material, and you were trying to prove that you don't by swearing at them.
Did I?
You just said you did.
I didn't mean to.
Okay, we're sorry, we'll have to end this section right now,
Okay, now we are talking to one little boy from the school, from Jason Xavier's School for Not So Gifted Children, and here he is. What's your name, little boy?
Jimmy Boggley.
Okay, and is it true that you have been watching movies at school?
Yeah, they show us Disneyland, you know, with Donald Duck
Yeah,
and Mickey Mouse,
yeah.
and they're really good. We watch them every day.
Oh yeah. And do you find these vulgarities vulgar?
Pardon?
I mean, do you find this rude?
No. Just little duckies and
But don't you know they've got no pants on?
yeah, but
And they show their bottoms?
yeah. Yeah,
But doesn't your mother and father get worried that you watch these movies?
yeah.
And what did they do to you?
Oh, they hit me.
Why?
I don't know.
What? Do they hit you because you just don't know?
I don't know. They don't tell me. I say, why do you hit me? Oh, the other day, they say, Barney, they hit me. And I go, what was that for? Because you watch these rude movies. And I say, but they're not good. And bang, they hit me again.
But what do they hit you for?
Because they say, because I watch these movies. But I say, the teacher made me. And then they say, we're going to ring your teacher. And they do.
Okay, well that is all for you, Jimmy Bogoy. We'll send a lollipop in the mail.
A boy who also did his first start with the burning, and there is a very serious problem with pornographic material in the school and in the library as well. The school library, that is, and on the street. And this is all from State Affair. And I'll be joining you next week when we go into more dirty problems in the street and on the road. Like, what about people who freely go around and eat up cane toads and then swipe them all over their body? We'll be talking about people who do that later on the next show. So, goodbye from me and goodbye from Status and be safe. Later, bye.
State Affair starred Jason Kelly, Anthony Rambo, and Zenon Bogey Boy.